We've had some big injury updates from Hawthorn over the last couple of days, so let's talk about it. A few players coming back and a couple new injuries, so let's get into it. First, a new Josh Weddle update. So Sam Mitchell this morning has said that realistically there is no timeline. It's going to be about a minimum of a month, and it's really just going to go sort of week by week at this point. We don't know how serious the injury is. They're sort of going to take their time with it and go in for more scans in about a month's time to see how the healing process is going. But at the moment I think Josh Weddle might be out for the season. Hopefully not, obviously, but it looks like it at this point because we don't want to risk him. Next, and this one really sucks, Sam Butler has soreness in the leg that he broke last year, and this isn't too good. It's not majorly injured or anything, but he has soreness, which is probably not a good sign at all, considering he had a really nasty leg break. But 1 to 2 weeks at the moment for Sam Butler, but who knows, it could be over a month. I don't know if they're playing it safe or if it's serious or not, but we're going to find out more in the next few days, I'm assuming. But unfortunately Sam Butler has it re-injured or just tweaked that broken leg again. Now onto some good news. So Hawthorn could be getting back Sicily, Warple and Scrimshaw for the clash against St Kilda. Everything's sort of gone smoothly. They have had a bit of time off. A few of them, Sicily and Warple, have had about 4 weeks off now, including the bye weeks, and Scrimshaw's had one less, I think. But hopefully those guys are good to come back in against the Saints. And it's good timing considering the Weddle injury. But it's going to be interesting to see what Sam Mitchell does with the lineups with the extra tools down back. Because we know at the start of the season, the 5 tools down back didn't really work as well as we wanted them to. So but fortunately, thank goodness, all those guys are most likely going to come back in either against the Saints or the following week. So good signs ahead. Next is Will Day. By the sounds of it, just from a few reports and a few comments I've seen, that he's healing and recovering nicely. He's almost back into full training, and on the injury list it says he's between 3 and 5 weeks, which is great. He's back into the weeks rather than the months. So really great signs from Will Day. Hopefully he just takes it easy, and the question is, do we rush him back before finals, or do we rest him for the rest of the season? Because as we know, this is the second time he's had this foot issue, and I don't want to risk him. He will probably be maybe not a Brownlow medalist, but a Brownlow contender in his prime, and we cannot risk that if we want to have multiple premierships in the future. So but good signs coming out of the Will Day camp. Now, something I've thought of just recently, and I don't know if it's a bit overdramatic or not, tell me if you agree or not, but a Hawthorns medical team and Hawthorns coaching staff rushing their players back too quick. As we know, Will Day's had this second foot problem, the second time he's injured it now. Lewis has done his knee twice, which is a bit of an asterisk next to it because he did get a nasty knock. He sort of got KO'd mid-air against the Cats last year and then landed funny, so I don't think that one's fully official. But then now Butler has had soreness in this leg that he broke last season, and Cal Shadir had a fracture in his back in the pre-season, and now Weddle's having back problems. So maybe the strength and conditioning coaches are pushing them too hard, or the medical team's rushing them back too quickly. I'm not sure. I don't want this to be the case, but our Hawthorns medical team not doing their part in making sure these players are at 100%, because now this is multiple times it's happened. Sort of the key position players, like I said, Lewis had an asterisk next to it because he sort of landed funny. That wasn't really like an injury, it was more of a contact injury rather than just, he changed directions and did his knee. But now 2 keys in Weddle and Deer have both hurt their backs, so I don't know, they're going too hard in the gym on the back squat or the deadlift maybe. And now Day's done his foot for the second time at the start of the season, obviously. Now Butler. I'm really worried about this one, to be honest with you. Yes, he's not as important as Will Day or the other guys, but you don't want to see that, especially after a nasty break like he had. So our Hawthorns medical team not up to par at the moment. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying after a handful of injuries now and reoccurring problems, maybe there needs to be some tweaks to their program. And I hope this is sort of a sign going into the end of the season when it comes to Will Day and Mitch Lewis especially. Don't rush these guys back in, because Butler, he didn't get rushed back in because he played probably a couple months of VFL and AFL of good footy without an issue, but maybe they rushed him back too quick. They put too much load on him too early. I'm not sure, but I just don't want to see these guys, these gun players who are still young, yet to hit their prime in their early 20s, getting re-injured. It's shocking. It's horrible for fans, for the club, for the playing group. But hopefully this is a sign from Weddle and maybe Sam Butler now that maybe the Hawks need to adjust their programs, adjust their workload, something. This is all hypothetical, but I really hope this isn't the case. Comment down below, let me know what you think, but I don't want to see another injury or a recurring injury especially come back. Thank you for watching this quick little update. I've got 2 videos in the works. One is our best 23 going into the final series, and another video on how primetime footy in 2025 is the worst we've seen ever. So stay tuned for that.